A few days ago I posted a video on this glitch, and whether or not you've seen it doesn't matter. This video is going to have some of the same information and some new information. I'm going to start with showing you how to double the amount of gold, because that's what most of you want to see, but keep watching because I'm going to save you guys a lot of time with the tricks I've learned. To double the gold, all you have to do is go into a cart, grab a single bar off, and then exit the cart. After that, when you return to the cart and start grabbing, the gold will double. However, it only works if you took the first bar off before you cross 150,000 for the overall take, so you want to run to as many carts as you can at the start, grabbing one bar before you start grabbing the whole haul. If you manage to collect all 8 carts after doubling them, you'll make it out of the vault with a take of 5.8 million. Unfortunately though, Rockstar knows about this glitch and they know it shouldn't be possible to take such a high amount, so until they manage to patch the doubling, they have put in place a money cap. The cap is set at $3,662,500. Taking more than this will just award you with the cap, so there's no reason to go over unless you want a little bit of a bullet sponge for when you get shot, so you stay above the cap. As you can see here, we took over 5.7 million, but if we let it just load all the way through, you'll see on the final screen that it shows we only took 3.6 million. So that shows you that there is a money cap. You can't actually take $6 million from the heist. To hit the money cap, you need to clean off 5 carts and take only 2 bars off the 6th cart. Or if you're like me and my friend, we clean off 4 carts and each grab a little more than half a cart worth from the 5th and 6th carts to save time. Each cart is worth $727,020. And only cleaning off 5 carts will still get you $3,635,100, which is only $27,400 off the cap. So if you want, you can call it close enough with only getting 5 carts. Keep in mind, if you didn't double the gold and played the heist normally, to get all 8 carts is really hard and awards you $2,843,500 if you manage to pull it off. But you likely won't unless you have a full team of 4 players. But hitting the cap with the gold glitch can easily be done with only 2 players, and that means payday for those 2 players. After Lester and the crew take their 25%, assuming you hired the cheapest gunman, cheapest driver, and the most expensive hacker, Avi Schwartzman, you are left with $2,746,875 for the player take. The host can split that however he or she likes, but hopefully you're into doing more than just the gold glitch, because if the host actually quits their game at the very end of the heist, just before the heist pass screen, their game won't save, but the other players will still complete it and get paid. Downside to this is the host gets nothing, so it's best to set their cut to 15%, which is the lowest allowed, so the least amount of money gets wasted, and have another person with the same heist ready so you guys can take turns. The exact moment the host needs to quit the game is a half second after you see the number where it says your take disappear. Watch the bottom right corner here. If you're on Xbox, you can see it yourself from the quit screen, but if you're on PlayStation, you'll need the other player that's still in the game to shout when he or she sees the number disappear. If you do it right, and it's not too difficult, the host will be able to start the heist again as soon as he or she loads back into online. Since the host has to take 15% of the remaining $2,746,875, that leaves $2,334,840 for the remaining player or players. And you can get an extra $100,000 if you complete the Elite Challenge, which I'll show lots of tips for how to do that in just a second. This means the highest possible player take is $2,434,844, and I've gotten this many times running with only 2 players. And that's how I have managed to collect almost $150 million in only a few days. Those numbers are based off running the heist on the hard difficulty, which pays 10% more than the regular difficulty. To unlock the hard mode, you must have done the Big Con approach as a host before, and then play one other approach before returning to the Big Con. You'll notice it has a skull sticky note on it on the heist planning board. Now, I have a good half a dozen or more tips for speeding up your run to complete the Elite Challenge. First, you should own either the 8-bit arcade or the Video Jet-In. They are both about a mile away from the casino, and Video Jet-In has an extra trick you can use while driving to the casino to save time. That trick is to drive into this area right here. Normally you have to follow the path to the yellow dot, but if you pull in right here, the game will say close enough and it sucks you into the security tunnel. That saves roughly 20 seconds from driving around and through the parking lot normally. Trick number 2, once you get into the downstairs, you want to jump your way to the vault and through the man trap. You can't sprint while inside, and the jump animation is faster than your jog speed. Tip number 3, once inside the vault, you quickly need to figure out which carts you want to go to get the most amount of gold quickly. Here's what you need to know. Just open the center and the right doors. That will always guarantee you access to 5 or 6 carts. If you're lucky, they could both be open, and if that happens, then the one door you need to hack is to get to cart E. It could be on the left or it could be in the center to the right. Following that simple guideline will help you max your take every time you run the heists. Try to get your hacks done in under 15 seconds. There are only 4 different fingerprints and it's not hard to memorize them all. On screen you will see each of the 4 different fingerprints, and feel free to pause and take a screenshot if you think that will help you. The 8 options on the left side will always be in a random order. Tip number 4 is to leave the carts in the center of the room for last. They are closest to your exit and create less liability for your escape because you need to get out before the timer hits 0. Now that you're out and you have a literal ton or 2,000 pounds of gold on your back, you won't be able to jump and your character runs like they shit their pants. So tip number 5 is to swap into first person mode. This will allow your character to jog at the normal non-poopy diaper speed and saves a lot of time. Now for getting outside undetected, just follow exactly what you see on screen right now. You're going to take the elevator up to the staff lobby. Make sure no one sees you swipe your card on that elevator though, or you'll be busted. Once you get up, move to the back of the elevator and wait for the NPC to pass the elevator door going to the right, and then run out into the left. You will have to knock out one guy here. Make sure he's not looking at you, then run up behind him and knock him out. There is a bug here though, and that is if he is in the line of sight of this guy, even though he's through a wall, he will still be busted, so make sure he is out of line of sight. After you knock him out, swap to the noose outfit and head outside. Once outside, follow this exact path across the track, jumping over the fences and remaining in first person so you run quicker. You just run behind this guy and take a slight left, and then move up past this guy's line of sight, and then turn right. Run straight for the ramp over here, then jump over the fence on the right side to avoid taking any fall damage. After that, steal a car or take the getaway cars. Doesn't matter because you're only driving 2 blocks to the police station to steal a helicopter. There are a few different ledges you have to climb to get to the roof, but it's nothing too difficult. Just make sure you don't fall or you will die and fail the heist. Make sure the host is not the pilot so they can quit their game at the end so you can run it again. If the host does leave, the remaining players will only see their names on the heist pass screen, and they should receive nearly $2.5 million. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and comment down below that this video works so other people know. If you have any questions, I will be answering them in the comments, so feel free to ask. And if you plan to run this with a friend, share this video with them so they understand how everything works. Please subscribe as well, it really helps motivate me to get awesome and informative videos like this out. And thanks for watching all the way until the end. I hope you make as many or more millions as I have.